David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will have the ball first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given up some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and force.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone, but on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And he'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another 1st down. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game. Got to get that first down. Nice job bringing those for the first down.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers indeed.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Unleashes one. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to drive from their own 22. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Henry. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting them in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Brown will throw it. He slings it deep. Welcome back to Dynasty. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with the default roster option. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the expanded list of available options. You can import your team builder created teams and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige, time to figure out where on. Now for the fun part. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job. to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cavaliers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the first crack at it here. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football.
There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Coastal. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly...
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little...
Rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Got his man quickly. Spin, still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. The give is to Taylor. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be brought down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Got a man, it's Graves. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Simpkins. Got the first down and more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the shot that clears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Back to pass, it's Morris. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, shot to clear. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is...
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Cavaliers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morris. Moving away from pressure. Tight end getting vertical.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now the pitch. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The sure hands, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Ennis.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Morris. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Slips through the line. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Simpkins. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simpkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Chanticleers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Morris. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Number 29, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Morris. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ennis. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The shot that clears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Morris. He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the shot to clear us with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Graves. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the shot to clears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Trying to set up the screen. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the shot to clears are on the move. On the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for them.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Morris. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working that left side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Carolina, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Dropping back, it's Morris. Got his man. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week one, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of all plays. That's caught. It's Graves. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Tucker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The shot that clears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Graves. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The shot that clears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Simpkins. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Here's the pressure. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Lining up to convert third down. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching. Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Chanticleers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So East Carolina's offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jason.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Off play action on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Chanticleers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. Still on his feet at the 45. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll heave it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Touchdown, ECU! Grab the short pass to put the 6th on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Across the 45. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simpkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to punch it in. And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The screen. He's got wheels. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Split backs here. He'll do it himself. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Florida.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's right.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to get outside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Chanticleers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. After the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Graves. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Graves. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleer! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls, oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Pirates are in the hurry-up.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Montgomery. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Pirates started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw again. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Coastal Carolina.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Fires to the right.